Hey everybody, how you doing? I wanted to talk to you about something that I think that you have probably thought about at some point, but this may be helpful to you as you try to achieve your goals in life and do the things that you want to do. One of the things that I truly believe in, um, when it comes to getting what you want out of life or doing what you want to do, is the importance of protecting your mental health. You have to be very thoughtful about what you allow to enter into your mind, good and bad. Understand that no matter what age you are subject to some form of peer pressure. It doesn't mean that you follow the crowd, but what it does mean is that the things around you can shape your standards. If you're around people that have low standards, then you're going to find your standards tend to drop. If people have high standards around you, then your standards will tend to rise. So what this really makes me think about is that your mind is your most impactful asset in your life. It can be a powerful asset that propels you forward, or it can be a huge inhibitor that slows you down and keeps you from being able to do the things that you want to do. So I probably put more energy in focusing on developing mental strength and focus and things like that. I put more energy into that than almost anything else because your mind shapes your reality. You can have the best life in the world, $1 billion in the bank, and all the power in the world and all the success. But if your mind is not right, you're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to be able to appreciate any of that. So I wanted to actually go through some of what I saw in the Huffington Post recently, where there's an article called Six Ways That Sleep Benefits Your Mind. Now, I like this article a lot because one of the things I've always said to people, and before it used to be a joke, but now I'm very serious, is I used to tell people, I said, I would not trade my afternoon nap for $500,000 a year, or maybe even 1 million, because my nap is the key to my universe. That's the key to all of my happiness, and I wouldn't trade my happiness for anything because you can give me $1 million, but if I'm not happy, then I've lost. I've lost the game. Seriously, I have a bigger bank account, but it doesn't matter. Money only matters and success only matters to the extent that it actually helps you find your way to happiness. If you're not happy, then you have lost the game. I don't care how much success you have. So sleep is a really important part of that, and I've always been big on sleeping. Whenever I want to stop working, I just go take a nap, and I find that when I sleep on things, I feel better. I find that sleep takes a bad problem and makes it not such a horrible problem anymore. All that stuff. So here are some reasons that they list that sleep can actually benefit your mind. Number one, they mentioned that sleep boosts your mental health. They say that when you talk about fighting things like depression, stuff like that, you're less likely to be depressed if you get plenty of sleep. You're more likely to be depressed if you're sleep deprived. So if you find yourself feeling depressed, you may want to make sure you get more sleep, more exercise, more positive thinking. Do that before you go to the doctor and they just give you a pill, because that's what they do now. They just want to give you a drug. They want to medicate everything and that's why our nation is becoming a country filled with drug addicts. We have so many people in this country, millions of people who are addicted to pills, and corporations are now selling these pills, and they're making them sort of like these magic remedies to solve all your problems. But then what happens is you just become addicted to a pill. The second thing is it helps make your memory sharper. You're more likely to remember stuff if you've had plenty of sleep. That's kind of a no-brainer, right? We know this. It puts you in a better mood, which I think is linked to the mental health thing. And they were talking about being sleepy and hungry and how that can just make you feel like crap. And also it helps you regulate your emotions better. So if you're sleep deprived and your spouse or your child says something that upsets you, you're probably going to have a different reaction than you would if you'd had plenty of sleep. Next, they said it aids in your decision making. You make better decisions. In fact, in a lot of cults, when they try to brainwash people and get them to go along with whatever, they deprive them of sleep. They wake them up in the middle of the night. They do this in cults. They also do this in torture. When they're trying to when you're trying to get information out of somebody, you catch an enemy combatant or whatever, somebody, you're trying to get them to confess or get them to give you information. You don't let them sleep. When they go to sleep, you wake them up. You keep the temperature low so when they sleep, they're uncomfortable. You make noises, constant noises, so they can't ever calm their mind because you're getting inside their head. So ultimately, getting sleep, quiet sleep, comfortable sleep, it aids in your ability to make decisions. Number five, it helps you focus on everyday tasks. If you have a long list of things to do, I suggest taking a nap first and then attacking it once you wake up. I don't suggest trying to just barrel through it without any sleep. You may feel like a superhero and like you've really done something special, but really what you've done is you've tortured yourself and reduced your productivity immensely. I'm a big believer in things like power naps. I am a whole different person when I can go lay down for 20, 30 minutes and take a quick nap, and it gives me the fuel to go another 4 or 5 hours, as opposed to skipping the nap and then dragging through the next 2 or 3 hours and only being halfway productive. The last thing they said, sleep clears your mind, and this is important. I do remember reading a study that said that people who don't sleep have a great likelihood of literally losing their mind. That literally going crazy can be a side effect of extreme sleep deprivation. So those people who would try to set the world record by staying up for a week straight or whatever, they literally start to lose it. They start seeing things. Their brain just isn't on point because your brain's supposed to sleep. That's how your brain cleanses itself. It's almost like taking a bath. Like your subconscious mind, if you have a lot that's on your mind from the day, I don't know about you, but I know when I have a lot on my mind from the day, a lot of things that happen, a lot of heavy decisions I have to make, my brain activity is through the roof when I sleep. I have all these crazy dreams, and I'll say, well, I was the giraffe flying in out of the ceiling, and I had to fight the giraffe because he had a machine gun, and then he wanted to eat Cheerios. I mean, just crazy stuff. You're like, where is this coming from? Well, that's your subconscious working out your problems like a computer. That's your subconscious mind sort of feeling its way around the situations and trying to prepare you for the things that might scare you the most or the things that are difficult for you to resolve. In fact, when I was in graduate school, we used to get these really hard math problems in some of the math classes I took. They were really tough classes. And so I would sit there and I would obsess over this problem because I would have no idea how to solve this thing. And I'd be looking at it, going through it over and over and over again and stressing and saying, man, I can't get this done. And I say, oh, I'm just tired. I'm going to go take a nap. You know what? When I would go to sleep, I would dream sometimes that I was at a chalkboard solving the math problem. And you know what else? Sometimes I would wake up with the solution. Or a minute, and at the very least, I would wake up with a whole different perspective on this problem that had been baffling me for the entire day. So your brain is powerful. And here's the thing. Your conscious mind, what you see and what you know, that's the tip of your iceberg. The devil is in the details in the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is the iceberg itself. Most of what drives you as a human being is in your subconscious mind, the part that you're not even aware of. And that's the part that you access when you're sleeping. That's the part that's accessed through your habits. So I would say habits and getting plenty of sleep and thinking positive thoughts, those are incredibly powerful ways to be able to achieve your goals and to be able to shape the person that you want to be. So don't underestimate the power of the mind. Don't underestimate the importance of happiness, and never underestimate the importance of sleep. All those factors come into play when it comes to being the person you want to be and achieving your goals. All right, everybody. Well, take care. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Wealth Bootcamp and the Black Business School. Until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. I am gone. Peace.